Good morning, guys. Welcome back. So pretty much, guys, it's been a few days since I last picked up the camera. It's been about a week, and in that week, guys, honestly, the struggle has been real. There's been so much stuff that's been going on here that I just didn't feel like filming anything. I didn't do anything except for literally just push the car out right now, and it's Monday morning already. But over the weekend, guys, stuff has hit the fan for me tremendously. My AC ended up going out on the house, so we did find out that the compressor grounded out, so the compressor does not work on the AC anymore, so that has to be replaced. Also 2 days after that, my refrigerator decided to take a crap on me, so I had to go buy another refrigerator. And also, as you guys already know, I'm already fighting a battle with the English Bulldog that I have, and thank God on Friday I was able to take him in to see a animal skin dermatologist, because he does have a skin infection to where he's losing all his hair. So we did take him for a consultation. They seen him, and they pretty much already ruled out that he doesn't have cancer, which I really do thank God for. So unfortunately, things are very expensive. So on Friday, I spent about $1,000 just for a consultation for him to do a little bit of test, and I have to take him back this next Friday, and I have to run a biopsy test on him. So I will be taking him on Friday, get that done, so that way we can see what is exactly wrong with him. And thank God, if everything permits, we can save him, we can get him better. And it's just gonna take some time, it's gonna be a struggle, but I'm not giving up on my dog. As I've always stated, you know, he is like family to me, and he's just like my son. I treat him more of a son than my kids. But truth of the matter, I mean, you can say. But yeah, car is outside now baking because I couldn't put it over the weekend. As you guys already probably know, it's been crazy heat here in Moreno Valley. If you guys are local, the weather here has been around 116 118 degrees max. It was yesterday. And also I've had some very severe high winds here to where we've knocked down a lot of branches and everything from my trees. So I was supposed to bring the EK outside to bake for the last couple of days, but with everything going on, guys, and especially the high winds and the weather, it's been knocking a lot of debris from the palm tree to where it's all landed on the floor. You can see some of it over there. You can see all these branches here. I reached out to my management company to see if they're going to cut this because it is causing damage to my cars. Some of these branches have fallen on here, and thank God nothing's really damaged the car, but it is scratching it up and it is kind of messing it up. So we're hoping that they will come and fix it, so that way we can get all of this taken care of and I don't got to worry about stuff landing on my car. So getting to the engine bay, guys, as I stated before, again, you know, I keep saying it, I'm not a professional, and I think I did a pretty solid job. I did put the headlights and the fenders on because I wanted to kind of get a rough look of how it's all looking with the engine bay actually having a good coat of paint. And as I've stated, again, I'm not a professional, but I'm very happy the way I laid this down. Even though I do have my little rivers in here, my other runs over here, and a little bit of excess paint over here, but everything did settle pretty well. And honestly, it did harden pretty much in the time that it was in the garage. But now it's just literally just giving it time in the sun to fully bake, so that way it can become really hard, and that way we can actually, if we need to color sand it and wet sand it, then we can do that, because there is certain areas here because there is debris from, you know, dirt flying around. I did put my titanium rod here, but I got to take it off because I still got to put the clip and the other clip here to maintain that. But those are little characteristics that are going to be going onto the car because there's a lot more titanium going on it. But again, I'm extremely happy the way it came out, and all of this from here down is going to be that rhino line, and also in here also. So that's another step that we got to do before we put the engine in. But right now, what I really want to do is get my garage organized, so that way we can push the car back inside when it's time to, and that way I have a lot more room. My main focus now is honestly going to be on the engine, transmission, and making sure everything is fully tightened up, torqued, and make sure that we're ready to rock and roll. I'm still waiting on some parts, so we'll get to all that here shortly. Some of those parts should be arriving this week, so once they do arrive, guys, we will get started on the engine assembly as far as making sure everything is tightened and we can start mounting the all-wheel drive transmission to the block. Alright guys, so this is what they look like. I'm gonna end up replacing some of these because they are kind of messed up, but I'm just gonna go ahead and put them in there temporarily, so that way we can get it. So this is what they look like now. They're a little bit shinier, cleaner, instead of having all that crud inside of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that now, the rest of them, into the engine bay, and then from there I'm gonna go ahead and remove the fenders, so that way we can start lining out where we're gonna start drilling to put the brake lines running into the inside of the car. So what I've been doing is, you can see, like, there's a rubber grommet here, there's a rubber grommet here, another rubber grommet here, up here. I need to find this one here, and I need to find another one that matches this. So these right here are actually too big for it, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to attempt to squeeze it in still. If not, then it'll be okay. And then this one right here, this little one, will go right here. So you'll see how just like it changes the look of it, and honestly I think it just makes the engine bay flow a lot better. Alrighty guys, so all of the grommets are now all locked into their locations. I'm pretty happy the way this is turning out. I love the way it looks, just subtleness. So what I got to do now is pretty much start putting on riv nuts where these 4 holes, and the main reason why is because I have this plate here from Wireworks for the harness that's going to be going on, and that's where my wiring harness is going to be ran through. So I need to get that locked in, so that way when we put the engine in, everything's just already there. So once that is done, then from there we'll see what else we do. We might end up start painting the inside of it, or painting the inside of the wheel wells, or start doing some of the brake lines. I'm not exactly sure how far I'm going to get along today, but if anything we'll continue tomorrow. But for right now, let's go ahead and get that done. Alrighty guys, so the quick disconnect plate from Wireworks is on. I am missing one screw, an Allen wrench, M6 hardware. I thought I had it in the box of the tools where the other ones are at, but unfortunately I only found 3 of them and I couldn't find the 4th one. So I will go ahead and either order a new one, go to Ace and pick up another one, or I might just put a black one. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep polished or if I'm going to keep it this raw aluminum, or what I'm going to do with it. Either way, it still has to be removed because I haven't thought, quite frankly, that far yet. But now, alright, so what I did right now is I actually just taped off this section here along with any of the holes, making sure that we get no overspray coming from the bottom of the wheel well. So I got to do the same thing on that side, and then I'm going to go ahead and tape that section there, put some paper around it, so that way we make sure we don't get nothing of as far as overspray on the paint. So let me go ahead and do that one real quick and do the bottom section. Alright guys, so everything is taped off from what I can do right now. So here I'll just go ahead and tape it's all taped off. So now I'm going to go ahead and rhino line all of this section here. I'm not really worried about all the overspray from here back because we already have it off. So basically it's only going to be sprayed here, and then we'll go ahead and move to the bottom of the wheel wells. But it's all taped off. So again, all these corners are taped off already. These little holes, anything that I seen protruding light out, we did cover that. So I'm probably just gonna hit here also with some tape, and then that way we're pretty much good to go. Other than that, we can start spraying. So let's go ahead and start spraying. What I'm gonna be using is a can of Rhino liner. So let me go ahead and show you guys closer. So this is what I'm going to be using. It's called Raptor for truck bed coating. So again, this is what I'm going to be using down there, so that it gives it more of that OEM look. And we're going to go ahead and use this on the bottom of the wheel wells and in here. So yeah, let's just get to spraying. Alrighty guys, so you guys seen I did that one and I did the other side. I didn't want to do both on camera, but they are both done. They are just curing now and drying up. This is not exactly what I wanted. I thought it was going to be more of a rough, like a wrinkle texture, because that's what I was looking for. And I started seeing that it's more of like a rubberized, and for some reason I just don't like it, but I think it'll blend out a little bit once everything is put in. You won't be able to see it, and at least everything from the wheel wells is all covered up. Again, it's not exactly what I wanted. I didn't want the rubberized one because I thought it was going to be a truck bed, which is usually like wrinkle finish. But it is what it is. I'm fine with it. I'm just going to go ahead and live with it, continue making progress. Unfortunately, that can acted up and it started spewing out a little bit, so I didn't get a lot of it onto it, but it's okay. We're gonna move forward and continue taking apart the subframe so we can get the subframe at least mounted today. Alright guys, so I pretty much laid or put some of the cleaner from my gun onto this rag, and I'm trying to remove all of the primer that's on here. It's not going to be perfect, but again, it's going to be better than what it was, because I don't want to send this off to go get repowder coated again, because it's a loss of money. And yeah, that's a stupid rookie mistake on my end. So all I'm going to do now is, you can see all the primer here, I'm going to remove these, give these a coat of paint in black, and then hopefully look for the bolts, because I gotta look for them in my bin, and start mounting the subframe into the car. The front lower control arms are still good, so I'm probably gonna put that in there for now. The only thing I need to get, so that way the suspension can be complete as far as the upper is I need camber kits. And I did reach out to PCI to see if they can help out with some sort of discount because your boy is broke, especially after everything that's going on with the dog. I'm just really trying to keep progress on here, and just trying to see if anybody is willing to help. So yeah, that's one thing I can really do at this moment, is continue asking for a little bit of help, see if anybody's down, any companies, and still make a little bit of progress. But all this is pretty much all said and done. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove these as I stated and give these a coat of just regular black paint. Alrighty guys, so pretty much let me go ahead and start cleaning up a little bit. We got the brackets right here painted. I just did it with some black paint. Subframe is already cleaned. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is try to put this into its location, and I gotta look for the hardware again. I don't know exactly what I did with it, so I need to search for it and see. Hopefully we find it, because yeah, I need it. So let me get to looking for it real quick, and then we can put the subframe in and pretty much put the brackets on and call it a day for the video, so that I can get a video out for you guys this coming week. Alrighty guys, so as you guys can see now, pretty much subframe is locked into its position. I'm still missing a few hardware to go on the back side to lock it on the back frame section. I need to search for those hardware because unfortunately I could not find it anywhere in my tote that I thought I had put them in, and they are not in there. I did find some other ones, but they are unfortunately very crusty, and I know those are different sizes, so I don't want to put those in it also, because I know it'll probably just protrude through the floorboard or wherever else it's going, and or knock off that bolt that locks it in. But yeah, pretty much everything is done that I wanted to do in this video. As far as the wheel arches being fully painted again, everything came out pretty good. The rear section down there is painted also, along with getting the subframe put in. And as you guys seen, pretty much everything looks really good the way it's coming out. I'm still debating on whether I am going to go ahead and just sand down the whole bumper and repaint it along with everything else, or if I should just move forward and just leave it the way it is and rock it. Meanwhile, you know, I save up money, because right now I am kind of suffering with money, which is the reason why parts are delayed, just because of the whole issue in regards to my English Bulldog. Thank God things are looking a little bit more promising, and he is actually recovering a little bit better. The new vet that I took him to actually put him on steroids. A lot of vets did not want to put on it, but this vet said that it was perfectly fine after me relaying, saying that they didn't want to do that and they didn't understand why. So they did do tests on him, and they figured that he was perfectly fine for the steroids. steroids as long as he was on a short dosage. So they do have him on that and some other antibiotics, and I gotta say he is actually a lot more active. I'd honestly show you guys, but there's so many keyboard warriors and so many people that have really negative thoughts thinking that I mistreat my dogs or whatever, but unfortunately they don't know the true me, and a lot of my friends that do know me know that I'll do anything in my power. And as it shows here, like I've already spent almost close to $5,000, $6,000 in just medical bills for him, trying to save him, because I don't use him to breed him. I don't use him for any of that stuff. He is just my dog, and that is my boy that has just has my heart. Yeah, pretty much guys, we are gonna wrap it up for this video. Hope you guys did enjoy it, even though it was all over the place. So hopefully here new parts do arrive and we can start making a little bit more progress, so we can get everything fully mounted in the front, and that way we can get it rolling around. But pretty much guys, with that being said, we'll catch you guys on the next one. Till next time.